What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another Transformers review, and I hope you guys are having a good start to your new year. And I figured we'd start it strong by taking a look at Masterpiece Smokescreen. And he's looking pretty solid. I mean, very nice remold of the Z Masterpiece mold. Really no complaints here, outside of the real one having more sponsorship stickers on the side, but I'm sure something like repro labels will take care of that. Only other small thing I don't like is the just solid tail lights like this. The middle part should be a little bit different, and I guess a little more detailing there, but again, something repro labels has taken care of in the past, so I'm not too bent out of shape about it. You can take his weapons, as you can do with all the masterpieces, and these are, well, at least the gun is G1 accurate like that, and this does do the flip out plug into the top thing. There's a picture at the end, but notably mine, when I flipped it out, actually damaged the paint just a touch on the top here, by the way it slots in. I don't think that this happened on Silver Streak or Blue Streak right here. This is a bit thicker of a paint, so I'm a little disappointed that happened, but really not that big of a deal, so I'm not going to show this plugged in here. But these ones also plug right on into little holes in the top right up here, if you want that weaponized mode. I don't particularly care for them, and if you still want them, I guess you still have these slots on the side that you could put the missile launchers on. But yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to say about the car mode. We'll bring in the G1 toy here, and again, still looking really good. Very nice update to the toy. Much better paint apps, obviously, than the stickers the G1 counterpart had. Do wish there was a little better detailing on the grill, but like I said, repro labels to the rescue there. Compared to your Blue Streak, Silver Streak, yep, much more modified Nissan Z there. And of course, we can't leave out Prowl when we're talking about the triplets. So transforming this guy is the same as the other Zs, but there is a little bit of remolding, so it's a tiny bit different. As we get there, I'll show you. I also find this guy is a little bit more stiff than the other ones, and things don't want to come apart as easy, but overall not a big deal. So we're going to start by pulling his hands out like this, and we'll transform these out. And this is where one of our points of difference is, because our wheels here are going to end up being the shoulders, so we got a different assembly here. Next, we're going to come back and open the doors. I found this a little bit harder, but it seems to be getting easier the more I do it. And then disconnect the roof, also a little bit more difficult, but every time seems to make it just a touch easier. So once we've got this guy like this, we'll adjust the camera upwards, and we'll split his rear end apart, and just kind of open up these panels down here. Once you have these panels open, kind of grab the inside of the car and the bottom here like this, and just kind of rotate these on out, which is going to make this little flap pop forward. We'll compress that on in. We will pull the little heel spur out and around. Then we can close this back up and drop the window. Then we can actually extend the leg. Sorry, I forgot it's a step there. So we'll come back to it on the other side. Grab the window here as best you can. Separate that out and around, like so. Drop the window. Heel spur comes out. Flap closes. Extend the knee. Now at this point, I like to pop the top out like this and just kind of move the windshield as best we can out of the way, and then just rotate the waist all the way around so it's facing the proper direction when we have him in his robot mode. Now comes the part that is a little bit difficult. These little side pieces here are going to kind of fold on down and around on each side, and so we'll just loosen them for now. And to get Smokescreen's head up, what I like to do is kind of bring this down a little, and then kind of lift it up and that should actually raise his head enough that you can get a finger under there and raise it. And don't push it all the way up because it will get stuck. And then we rotate these guys down and around here, like so. They need to plug on into the slots under his head there. If they don't, you're not going to get the right clearances and things are going to get messy. Kind of push this panel forward a tiny bit. Should just slide on in if it's going to work. Mine's looking good, so I'm going to go ahead and raise what's kind of the inside of the shoulder here. And we'll turn these arms around while we have the clearance for it. So once we have this like that, assuming we've done everything right, should all kind of just slide on into the chest here and slide down. And then it's just a matter of plugging this tab into the hole in the top up there. Which, this is one part that is actually a bit more difficult on my Smokescreen for some reason. It's a lot easier on Prowl and Silverstreak, but Smokescreen just seems to have trouble getting this to go in as easy. There we go. We got it on in. We'll raise his arms on up. Make sure everything looks good on the back here. You can see my one did come out a little bit. It's not too big of a deal. We'll fold this flap down and raise these little blue things. These are what the cannons used to be, and we can kind of plug the rear windshield into the top here. Now you can come back to the doors and they can flip up if you prefer them like that. I do, so we're going to leave them like that. And then we'll raise his arms here and grab the wheel and drop the shoulder assembly down like so. And there we go. We've got a blue streak, or a Smokescreen, and we'll give him his weapon, again, unique to him. And that just kind of goes on in, and a little bit of flash in there, but it still seems to plug in pretty solidly, and we can close his fist around it. And he looks okay, holding his weapon. And then the last thing to really do is to take these, and they've got this little hole in the back here. So what you're going to do is kind of bring them straight up and then slide these on in. And I find the little silver like hook is actually going to kind of go behind the hood there and go forward to make a completely flush angle there. So we'll just do that again on this side here to give him his shoulder launchers. And yeah, there we go. We've got Smokescreen in his robot mode, and I think he looks pretty good in this mode. I'm kind of not a huge fan of his head. It's a very G1 accurate head. If you're into that, if that's important to you, it is what his head looked like in the TV show. I did check some line art and stuff because I couldn't quite remember, and you can see here that his head really is that very strange. And I'm going to put a couple clips from the TV show, or stills I guess, showing Blue Streak or Smokescreen, just so you can see that. I sort of wish that they had given him the Silver Streak head and just did it in blue with the yellow. I think I would have liked it a little bit better, but I can't really fault them for the G1 look on there. From the side angle, it's not so bad. He just looks like he's eating a little bit too much from the front angle here. So, quick comparison here. Since we've got them all out here, you can see just the three different looks here. We've got pretty much Prowl's waist area as opposed to the remolded Silver Streak crotch area. The chest is, again, the standard Prowl. You do have the windows, the the tires on the shoulder there as opposed to being behind the shoulder, which can kind of throw you off and makes it a little bit more difficult to transform them back. But overall, a really solid addition to the Masterpiece line, and I am very happy I got this guy. So this is T2RX6. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next week.